Let's go deep. Cheating is a discipline problem disguised as a desire problem. At its core, cheating is rarely about sex. It's about impulse control and the lack of internal restraint. Discipline means doing what's right when no one's watching, and many men haven't built that muscle, especially if they've spent a lifetime being told that their desires are natural, urgent, and ungovernable. Deep truth. Cheating isn't a symptom of attraction. It's a sign of a weak code, a man whose personal standards collapse under pressure or temptation. Internal voice. I deserve this. She'll never know. It doesn't mean anything. All of those are rationalizations built to avoid self-confrontation. Ego feeds on novelty, not intimacy. Most men cheat not because they're unhappy, but because novelty feeds their fragile ego in a way that consistency does not. Intimacy is vulnerable. It reveals you. It demands growth. But novelty? That offers performance without depth, a chance to feel powerful, sexy, wanted without ever being known. The man isn't seeking love. He's seeking validation without responsibility. Psychoanalytic truth. A lot of men use women like a mirror. The more women desire them, the more they feel like a man. Once that mirror reflects stability instead of fire, they go searching for a new reflection. 3. Addiction to external affirmation. Many men never developed an internal sense of worth. Instead, they rely on external reinforcement to feel valuable, and attention from women is their drug of choice. Cheating becomes a coping mechanism. It temporarily relieves them from the anxiety of feeling average, unseen, or aging. The hit of attention makes them feel alive, but it's short-lived, so they chase it again and again. This isn't passion, it's a self-worth dependency cycle rooted in emotional immaturity. 4. Lack of moral framework, not religious, internal code. Men cheat when they don't have a personal moral structure that anchors them when temptation hits. You can't rely on how you feel when everything's good. You have to have a non-negotiable code that holds even when your ego is hungry. But many men weren't raised with one. They were raised with either entitlement, you're the man, take what you want, or fear of getting caught, not fear of betraying their own word. So when the opportunity presents itself, it's not even a question. Their compass doesn't point north, it points inward toward self-interest. Childhood conditioning, chaos feels like home. This one's deep. If a man grew up in an unstable or emotionally chaotic environment, stability often feels boring. Love that's calm, faithful, and mutual can feel foreign or even numbing. So he self-sabotages, not because he doesn't love you, but because love, when it's real, makes him uncomfortable. Cheating becomes a way to inject chaos, to feel something familiar, the uncertainty, the chase, the danger, like what he grew up in. Twisted comfort. I don't feel alive unless something's at risk. 6. Objectification culture plus male bonding around disrespect. Let's be real, a lot of male culture still rewards conquest and mocks devotion. Locker room talk, music, friend groups, they often frame loyalty as weakness and sexual freedom as power. So some men cheat not because they want to, but because they think being loyal makes them less of a man in their circle. It's pack mentality, not personal choice. That's how hollow their manhood identity is. It's shaped by external approval, not internal truth. 7. Unhealed wounds, emotional cowardice. Many men are emotionally underdeveloped. They don't know how to express needs, insecurities, fears, so they bottle it. And when the pressure builds, they act out instead of speaking up. Rather than saying, I feel unseen, I'm struggling with my identity, I feel rejected, they go and validate themselves through betrayal, then justify it later. This is emotional cowardice, not passion. 8. Power and control. Cheating gives some men a sense of control. In relationships where they feel beneath the woman, more successful, more evolved, more mature, cheating becomes a way to level the playing field, to remind themselves that they still have power. Internal narrative. She might be smarter, but I can still pull this off. I'm not under her thumb. It's a dominance move disguised as desire. 9. Lack of accountability culture. Most cheating men aren't afraid of consequences. They're afraid of being caught. And there's a difference. That's because society often forgives or excuses male infidelity. Other men don't hold each other accountable, they dap each other up. Some women internalize the blame and take them back without requiring transformation. No accountability equals repeated betrayal until someone, a partner, a friend, or life itself, forces a reckoning. Final breakdown. Cheating isn't complicated. It's selfishness, emotional laziness, and spiritual weakness wearing the mask of lust. The man who cheats is telling you something, not just about how he feels about you, but about how he sees himself. And it usually goes like this: I don't love myself enough to honor love when I have it. So I run, ruin, and repeat, hoping one day it'll feel different. It never does.